Coffee? Check. Great thrifted finds for the week? Check. Let's get this haul started. Hi there, thrift loving friends. I'm Tanya with Free Range Cottage if it's your first time here. And today we're going to do a thrift haul. I'm so happy you're here spending a little bit of time with me and get to show you what I found this week. So I'm just going to dive right in. Also at the end, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of my flea market booth. Now you'll have to be patient with me because we literally have just only had time to go set things in there. Things aren't styled or anything like that, but I know some of you are following along and anxious to see a little bit, but it's a journey and please don't think that's the finished product. So let's jump into the haul. This week, I found some fun stuff this week. I'm going to start out with this really pretty spongeware Roseville pottery piece. And it is just gorgeous. I love that almost burlap color on there. And of course, the blue is a classic and goes with so many interiors. Very farmhouse, very cottage. I paid $8.58 for that, which is a little bit higher than I like to pay, but since it was in absolutely perfect, excellent condition, I went ahead and grabbed that. Moving along, now most of these things I got at Goodwill, some Salvation Army. Trying to think, oh, I did get a Facebook Marketplace piece that I will show you that I have been looking for a while and I'm pretty excited about. So then I also found these Syracuse China USA. Let me show you those. I don't know if I even have that up upright. It's $2.92 a piece, and they're sort of that restaurant heavier plates. And I have never seen them with the black rim like this. And I love black and white. I love touches of black. So I'm likely to keep those here. And we love to use these little platters, especially for holidays when you have a lot more different types of food that you want to fit on the plate. So I found 4 of those and I was pretty excited about that. This is a piece, this is actually a pillow cover and this was $2.92, the weird prices again. But I really had bought it for, it's got 3 of these huge buttons that are made of wood. I'm absolutely obsessed with these buttons. And there's 2 here. They all end up buttoning on the same side, on the side here with the print. Now the iCat, I wasn't too sure about at first. I thought, oh, I'll just pull the buttons off and put them on something else. But I actually really like this print. And I think that's gonna go right on my couch. And the back is even nicely done. And it's sort of a blue-green color. Sometimes you can't tell colors on video, but it's just a beautiful color. So those that I am keeping. Next I found also, I'm just grabbing randomly, so it's not really in categories or anything. I found this cute little black, it doesn't have a marking or anything, but it's like a little ceramic piece that it's almost pottery, it's thick. And I just thought it was so cute for gravy or syrup, and you just don't often see them in the black. And this was marked, I believe, $2.92, and then it was, the blue tag was half off. So maybe what, like $1.50, less than $1.50 on that. And at that same Goodwill, this one's kind of different. It's actually, my grandmother and aunt did ceramics for years and years. I grew up going to my grandmother's house and painting ceramics, and they all had kilns and everything. And this is a piece of, I believe it's called greenware. It's been fired once. It was the clay, the poured, first it was the clay, then it's the poured mold, and then now it's been fired once. So it's kind of gotten stained up, but I know I can scrub that up a little bit. But I just thought it was so cute. It's a hen with her wings around the chicks. And I thought for farmhouse style, that's super cute. And the reason I got it, it was, again, $2.92, and then it was half of that. It actually has a name embossed on the bottom, so I don't know what that means exactly. But just a cute piece. I was lucky with some flags again. I found, now these are probably not vintage, but they do have a little wear and patina on them, which I always like. And it was 3 of them for just over $1. So I thought even sticking up out of a vase, like an arrangement, I've seen that done, and I think they'll be very, very pretty. Okay, so I found this cute little burlap lampshade. I like to always grab nice lampshades when I can find them, because a lot of times I will find beautiful lamps that don't have their shade. So I like to have those on hand, or just to switch around with the lamps that I do have. And the other burlap piece that I found was actually from a flea market, and it's called, I think it's called Midtown Mall. Anyway, it is a really cute flea market. They've changed up a lot. It's almost more of a boutique type place now, but very inspiring, lots of eye candy. They sell beautiful boutique clothing, and all the booths in there are just absolutely gorgeous. But I found this one thing I couldn't resist. There were several things that I wanted, but this was a little bit of a splurge. It's a message board, and I thought I'm going to use this for pictures. I'm going to print out some black and whites, and I have some older pictures of my parents and, you know, Rob's parents and stuff. And what I really liked about this was they took some sort of ribbon, big wide burlap ribbon, and made pockets. So you could actually have, you know, notes or just really cute ephemera sticking up out of those pockets. This was $15, but it does have the hanging hardware on the back, and it's a pretty large size. I just always start opening the bags with you, and I've heard from some of you that you actually like that. I didn't know whether I should just have everything out or just go ahead and rediscover it with you, and it's kind of fun to just leave it in the bag. Usually it's a couple days before I get to it, and we open it together. This is a, it says, I think, Zara on the bottom. I'm not sure. It may be Zara Home, but it's got the little Swiss cross on there, and it's either a dark blue or a dark gray, but I just thought cute little vase, and I paid $2.92 for that. I found these saucers. I don't usually buy saucers without their teacups, but they're $3.93 for 5 saucers. And I just couldn't leave them for that price, because I thought, as soon as I leave those, I'm going to go in somewhere and find a bunch of blue willow cups without the saucers. I'm going to be so frustrated. So I thought for that price, I would grab them, put them to the side, and hopefully find some teacups that need their saucers. I bought more of this restaurant ware. This is Homer Laughlin. $1.91 for 2 of them. And these are, so I really liked the shape of those. And I love, these are also Homer Laughlin, but they're a little bit different shape. $1.91 for 2 of them. They're a little bit, they need some scrubbing, they need a little soaking. But what is just absolutely beautiful are these types of plates on a plate wall. It really works well for sort of the modern farmhouse or cottage. If you're wanting a real simple, clean, you know, your whites and your woods. Oh, I'm always on the lookout for my little wall baskets. I have a little bit of a grouping up there. This was $1.91, and I'm just trying to get sort of a wall basket grouping going up there, because I think that's so cute. And when I find nice milk glass, I will get it. These were $1.91 a piece, and you can see there's sort of got like a bubble finish on it. Kitchen department again. I found 4 of these, so I was pretty excited. These are false graph, and I think these were $1.91, but how pretty, is that what it says? I don't even think it was $1.91. I think it was $1.21, but it is the false graph. I know there are people that are kind of collecting the vintage false graph now, but it's so pretty, and it's a nice pedestal mug, and I just loved them. So got 4 of those. And I'm looking for more of the white dishes. I'm gonna be on the hunt for some ironstone for my booth and for my apothecary cabinet that I'm eventually bringing in. I don't find a lot of ironstone locally, but when I go a couple hours away, I can usually find a little bit. So that's gonna be kind of on my wish list. We're talking about going out of the area and doing a little bit of thrifting, and we'll see how we do on that. Okay, next I found this cute little wooden vase, and where's the price on that? $3.53, which was a little bit much for the size for me, but I love the patina and I love the little bit of black on there. I don't see any kind of mark. I feel like it is probably vintage since the bottom is like a felt, it's kind of worn. I don't know. It might even be something someone made. It's got a little bit of a crack. It just has the perfect little bit of wear, and just so pretty on its own or with, you know, some greenery in it. These I was so excited about. $2.22 a piece. I cannot even believe I found them. They're solid copper. And I was looking for these. This last Christmas, I was like, I really want some big gingerbread boy and girl cookie cutters because my granddaughter loves gingerbread cookies and I just wanted to make some of the oversized ones. Could not find them anywhere. Williams-Sonoma had the boy, but it wasn't even this nice, I don't think. Anyway, these are called Village. Anyway, it says solid copper. And these are a find. They even have a hole. You could hang them on a ribbon. They'll be gorgeous decor too. And I will use them to make some cute cookies. I found this wire. I really do love wire pieces, $4.34. And you can see it's kind of a tray. It's round, and I feel like it's to stack plates in, but you could definitely use it just as a tray with, you know, napkins and vinegars and olive oils and salt and pepper or whatever. Or you could obviously use it on your coffee table, hang it on a wall. I just think these wire pieces are pretty classic and really flexible, especially if you like sort of a modern farmhouse look. I found 2 of these little jars, $2.22 a piece. And just cute, the little sort of vintage candy jar looking pieces. I found this gorgeous quilt top for $10. It's not the full quilt, but I thought it would make a beautiful tablecloth or shower curtain or regular curtain. It wouldn't take much. Actually, I would use it just as is for a tablecloth, but it wouldn't take much to turn it into an actual curtain or something. Or I really couldn't bear to cut this one up, but just oversized, big, beautiful pillows would be nice too on some of those cutter quilts. I've been kind of keeping my eye out for some cutter quilts, meaning they have flaws in them. They're too worn in some areas to use. So you would cut them up and use them for something else. And I've kind of been wanting just to make some huge oversized quilt top pillows. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. Blanket that I found, I usually always look in the linens, and you're gonna see what I scored. I'm pretty excited. But this is a solid wool blanket, which would be beautiful for a picnic blanket over the summer. But of course, come fall, bringing in those warmer colors, but I hadn't seen a lot of them with the blues and greens mixed in there. And I love my blues and greens. And so I think that's gonna mix really well in our house through the fall and winter. I could not find a tag anywhere, but I can tell it is 100% wool just by the feel of it. I know what the deal is with the Restoration Hardware finds. I'm happy to find more. But I found 4 curtain panels. I wish they were the velvet, but they are a heavy cotton. The 4 of them are so heavy in the bag. They were quite heavy. But they're that gorgeous silver sage Restoration Hardware color. And they're very large. They've got the tab tops. And let me find the tag so I can show it to you. They are, I'll tell you how much I paid too. There's the Restoration Hardware tag. And I paid $7 per 2. So I'm pretty excited about these. I need some curtains up in my loft. where I have dark gray velvet furniture. Hey, this another wood piece. This bread box. I thought this was just such a nice shape. It was $5.95 and in very excellent condition. Now, I know a lot of you would leave it the regular wood, but this will likely get a chippy white finish. I might keep it here at my house, or I might put it in the booth. A lot of times I'm just undecided. I'm just funneling things down to the booth as needed or as I decide. Another wood piece that will likely get a paint job. I just love the shape again. The spindles on this, very pretty. Oh, but I thought it'd be just so pretty with vintage books or magazines. I kind of need one of those here, but I may send that one on. And I paid $5.95 for that one. My next find is just this roll of wallpaper. And I like it because it's neutral. I paid $3.93. It looks like a full roll. It is the peel and stick. And my youngest son was with me. He was like, what are you gonna use that for? And I said, there's so many things you can use it for, just small things. But the back of a bookshelf, even the pictures on there, they did it on a stairs. I said the back of bookshelves, the front of a dresser, inside to line drawers. But here's it looks like the ceiling tin tile. And I am so sure that I can find something to do with that. I wish it would have been several more rolls. I probably would have put it on my dining room ceiling, but I don't think the one roll will be enough for that, but that was a fun find. These candle holders, I'm pretty obsessed with. They are heavy. They were $2 a piece. They are cast iron. And I just love these. They look like just an artifact. They're just heavy and well made. I don't know, it doesn't say where they're made, but just as opposed to the ones you usually see similar to this that are just lightweight, a lot of times they're that resin. These are the real deal. So love, love, love those. That Goodwill that always snags me with the fabric. They have been clearancing out fabric for a while now. And these were all half off and they were about $1.50. The greens on these were just too much, like $1.50. And gorgeous pillows, gorgeous whatever. This one I feel like I could just unroll, or even the greens, and just use them on a table as is. They can have raw edges. It's no big deal, you guys. If you're not a sewer, you can either get fabric glue or you can get the fabric tape, the iron-on tape, if you want your edges finished. If you don't, just make sure they're cut nicely, you know, not all crooked if you can help it. Even if they are, just use it. Use it. Throw it over a table, throw it over a coffee table, throw it over the back of a chair, and just have fun with it. Okay, this was something a little bit different. I don't normally get something like this. I think I paid $5 on this, but I thought it'd be really cute. And I liked the painted finish on it. And I know with Farmhouse, a lot of people like to use the signs and stuff. So this could be a tray, but it's also got hanging brackets on the back. And so it'd be cute. And it's from a company called Mary and Martha. Oh, it looks like they're out of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and this is made in India. I did get a couple of baskets. This just big laundry basket was $4 and it had a nice patina on it. I got this other little basket, was also $4. Again, just the nice gathering baskets with the good patina on them. That one Goodwill that I go to seems to have an abundance of those. Now this I was pretty excited about. This is a preserved cypress. I don't usually like the topiaries that are just made out of the artificial plants. They look a little too artificial for me usually. I'm kind of picky on that, and the ones that look real are quite expensive. This one, it says made in Italy on the little stamp, and it is a real preserved cypress. So I just thought it was beautiful, and $3.43 is what I paid for that. And I thought this would be great. I have a lot of plants. You can see a couple in the background here. I'm definitely a plant lady. I have probably way too many plants, but I love them. But there are some areas in my house that don't get enough sun. And if I don't rig up a light, I can't really have greenery there. And this is gonna come in handy. I'm gonna use that. This really special oil painting that I found. Let's see if I can get you to see it. Beautiful frame, just gorgeous colors. Let me see if I can find where the signature is to show you. Now we were looking, and then it just says on the frame is made in Mexico, but that's all we can find. And the closest painter we can find that looked like the name there was a portrait painter who was from the 1800s and died in 1925. So we don't know if it's really his or not, but I paid $11 for it and gonna try to look into that more. We can't find an example of his signature, but look at that sky in there. Skies are always my favorite. Okay, still a few more things to go. I don't think I showed you this stool yet. I always grab stools. I think you really can't go wrong. It was $2.92 and it's wood. And sometimes I find them, they need a paint job. Sometimes I find them, they're great as is, but they always come in handy. Then I found this French country chair, and they had brought it right out of the back room, and I was hoping there was more than one, but I paid $10 on it, and I think it's got the perfect chippiness, and that seat on it with the caning is just really neat. And then I had been looking for quite some time for an actual antique or vintage tobacco basket, and I found this one on Facebook Marketplace for $30, which was a really good price compared to the prices I had seen, and it's really large, and it's gonna go over my fireplace. And here was a fun little cheese dome that I had bought. This one is teak wood. It says made in Thailand. It's got the glass dome. I paid $4.14 for that, and I saw it at Christmas in a little boutique I was in. They had several of these lined up, and they had put little clay pots of succulents inside them, and it was just so pretty. But of course the price on them was at least $25 a piece. It may have even been more, but I just really liked how they displayed several of them. I'm gonna be on the lookout for more of those, and what I did find were the bottoms. But they do not have the glass dome with it, but sure enough, these are made in Thailand. This one's acacia wood, it says. And these were $1. But I thought if I find some type of domes, glass domes, or if I made the wire, I've seen the wire domes. I haven't looked into it. I may be able to just order those online separate, but I just loved the patina and the finish on these. I thought if I don't use them for the actual cheese plate, cake plate, whatever, that I could find something to do with them. So for $1 a piece, I grabbed those. And then more vintage books. I found these for $1.25 a piece. And here's my problem with the vintage books is I want to keep them all. I also found, I'm always on the lookout for garden items, and I found this wire hanging basket. And it was, I think it was $5. So that was the haul for this week, friends, but right now I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek into the flea market booth. Like I said before, do not think this is finished styling. I literally just kind of threw everything in there. Thanks so much for spending a little time with me, and I hope you enjoyed the haul. Let me know if you had a favorite piece in this or what you would do with some of these pieces, and I will see you next time at Free Range Cottage.